Turku is the birthplace of Finnish culture. Its success story began in 1229 when it became a bishop's seat. The Swedish king had a fortress built to protect the city and also to control the power of the church. The first fortified complex was relatively modest, but in subsequent centuries it was enlarged until it eventually reached the dimensions of today's Turku. The Finnish flag now waves proudly over the fortress. At one time, Finland came under Russian rule. Finland was a Swedish province until 1809. Due to its strategic location, the city of Turku played an important role. A total of 13 Swedish kings resided here at various times during their visits to the south of Finland. And they were well protected by its high towers and mighty walls. During the rule of Duke Johan between 1570 and 1590, life in the fortress was at its zenith. The Duke instigated the construction of the fortress's south facade. The new structure was an attempt to transform Turku's dark and gloomy fortress into a splendid contemporary Renaissance castle. However, the fortress later fell into disrepair. Surrounded by a picturesque park, today the complex is one of the city's most popular tourist attractions. Another unique landmark is Turku's cathedral. This majestic building has become a national sanctuary. It has had a dramatic history, with damage caused by various battles, as well as several devastating fires. Outside the cathedral is a memorial that commemorates Michael Olavi Agricola, who in 1548 was the first to translate the New Testament into the Finnish language. It was also the very first book to be printed in the Finnish language, and the cathedral played a prominent role during the Reformation. Situated in the heart of Turku, it is the main church of the country's Lutheran faith and is thus Finland's main centre of religion. The cathedral is also Finland's most important church due to its priceless works of art. Indeed, it's amazing that the cathedral's large altar painting has managed to survive almost totally unscathed to the present day. "18 years after it was completed, in 1300, the cathedral was destroyed by the Russian army. In 1509, the Danes attacked and plundered various regions of Turku and laid siege to the cathedral for 5 days. In the 18th century, the army of the Russian Tsar ravaged the city. The Russians also pillaged a highly religious symbol, the bones of Holy Henrik. In 1827, a huge fire devastated not only the cathedral, but also the entire city of Turku. During its most recent restoration and modernization program in 1977, a brand new organ was installed in the cathedral, the sound of which fills every nook and cranny of this impressive building. The church was not only a meeting place for the Protestants, it was also a burial place for numerous important bishops and noble personages of the 30 Years' War. A chapel contains the bones of Karin Mansdottir, Finland's one and only queen. Further chapels contain the tombs of various marshals, among them being the former leader of the much feared Hakapalainen. During the 30 Years' War, Torsten Stalhanske became commander-in-chief of the Finnish cavalry that was feared in many parts of Europe. In addition to the abundantly decorated sarcophagi within the cathedral's chapels, this old model of a ship is a reminder of Turku's financial history. The city's former prosperity is highlighted by the work of several Finnish artists whose work adorns the interior. The damage caused to the cathedral at numerous times of its history did not discourage the faithful. Indeed, the opposite was true, as each time there was a disaster, the building was improved, as witnessed by its fine towers. On the western banks of the Orioki, the Sigyn is a splendid sight. This three-masted ship dates back to 1887. In the middle of the 12th century, ships anchored at the mouth of the river, and a settlement began to develop around the harbour area. The inhabitants of the harbour were responsible for the foundation of Turku, a city now dominated by modern architecture. The city, and particularly the Abo Academy, are both places of learning and knowledge. It was Governor Per Brahe who founded Finland's first university. It is hardly surprising that Turku, the country's former capital city, is often referred to as the birthplace of Finnish culture. And its historic buildings most certainly provide a fascinating insight into its colourful past.